Pause. Let me just click. Got it. Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Ben Heston and I'm calling from London. So thank you all for joining my presentation today, and thank you, Nick, for the introduction. I'm afraid I won't be speaking about my service directing experience. Today I will simply be discussing the BGA membership. So essentially, this is a free membership which is provided to all students or all students from the School of Management in Accender. And today I'm going to talk to you about how you can first of all sign up for this and how you can utilize this efficiently. As Nick was saying, I am the BGA membership account manager, which means I'm responsible for the membership of the schools. So Accender, which also means I'm responsible for the membership for the students and graduates like yourselves. Okay, so first of all, to talk briefly about what BGA is. So BGA, the Business Graduate Association, we are an international accreditation and association body. So we help business schools from all around the world to achieve excellence, responsible management, and further their education. As part of this membership with schools such as Accender, we also provide all the students the ability to sign up to our free membership. And today I'm here to talk to you about this membership. This membership is completely free of charge and you can utilize it at any point during your career. So for example, say once you leave Accender, you'll still be able to sign up and use all the BGA services, such as the Career Development Center and other amazing services, which I'm going to talk about today. This slide is just showing you kind of the global reach of BGA. We have about 233 business schools and are located in areas such as Europe, UK, and South America. And with that comes students from all around the world. So we have currently about 6,400 students, and these are from areas such as UK, Europe, and Latin America. To register, it's a very simple process. All you need to do is go to our website, which is the businessgraduateassociation.com, and go to the toolbar on the top right and click Login Register. When you get to the registration page, you'll see this or a similar screen. And here you just got to input your information such as, first name, last name, school name, and country. The main thing to note is that we will require your email address that the school provides you. And that you can see in the box there is a school email address for membership verification. The reason why we need your school email address is just to verify that you are indeed a student at Accender. Otherwise, you could be anyone. However, just below that box that says school email address membership verification, you can see another box saying preferred contact email address. Here, I highly recommend putting your personal email address, and this is the email address you will use to log in to your BGA account, as well as the email address we will use to contact you with newsletters and any membership updates. It's important to, I say, use your personal email address on the preferred contact box, just because when you do leave a business school like Accender, your email does tend to expire, say, after 5 to 10 years. So at least if it's your personal email address, you'll know you'll always be able to receive the newsletters and be able to utilize the services. Moving on now to what the services are, I'd like to break it down to 3 sections. We have careers, industry insights and inspiration, and webinar and events. So first off, careers, this is probably the bulk of the services we offer you. So this is the Career Development Center I was talking to you about before. So this is an amazing online platform that's designed to help you throughout your career. So we can help you with looking for jobs, help you to progress for your jobs, and also up to information on retirement. But for today, I'm only going to talk about some of the the most utilized services that we do have within the Career Development Center. One of them being the Career Pulse or the job search assessment, as you'll see in the Career Development Centre. This is a really good little assessment for you to understand, okay, what sort of, person am I when it comes to searching for jobs. And what it will do, you can see on the left there, it will ask you some questions on, okay, how confident are you on applying for jobs? How confident are you on your CV, your interviewing techniques, and even soft skills throughout your career? Following this, it will then create you a report, telling you areas to focus on, as well as sending you to areas of Career Development Centre that you could utilize to improve those areas. Next up is the CV 360. This is by far our most utilized service, purely because it gives all the students an amazing opportunity to put their CVs through an amazing algorithmic system to analyze their CVs against, let's say, I would say robots, but a lot of the AI technology that a lot of the big companies use. So, for example, especially in Europe and Asia, for the Fortune 500 companies, the big companies, when they release, say, graduate schemes, they're going to get hundreds, if not thousands, of applicants to one or two positions. Instead of having humans sift through every single CV, they put it through an applicant tracking system or an ATS. And this uses over 50 checks to analyze the CV, not so much to look at who has the best grade. It's more looking, is the CV complete? Does it have any spelling errors, missing data, etc.? And then the ATS will prioritize and deprioritize CVs based on this. The good news is that the CV 360 mimics and uses a very similar version, and you can put your CV through as many times as you wish. And what we'll do is give you a pass, dismiss, failed to help you ensure that your CV is, squeaky clean. And what it looks at, like I was saying, those spelling errors and some major errors you may include in your CV, but it also gives you the confidence that when you do put your CV through the graduate scheme, for example, you know that you should, in theory, have your CV prioritized over quite a lot of other people who do not have access to this service. And you can see on the right there, the top right, I've put a screenshot of an error. The error is saying the file name of my CV, so the actual document name, is not a very good name. So what I've done for the file name is I've called it CV example 2022, which is purely for this presentation and is not what I would personally do for my CV. And however, it's flagged up saying, we see your name is David Dunn, so we highly recommend that you put your name. Following the CV 360, we have a new tool called the Interview 360. This is a really good software that uses face recognition technology to analyze you during a CV over the camera. You can do mock interviews based on your CV that you uploaded in CV 360, and it will ask you 6 questions that are relevant to your CV. For example, for me, it asked me, first question was, if I remember correctly, what would your manager at the Business Graduate Association say are your strengths and weaknesses? What the Interview 360 will do is it will record you answering these questions. I think it's about 6 to 8 total. Then it will provide you feedback on what's important to say during these questions, as well as giving you breakdown on body language, camera position, and perceived emotions. And as you can see on the right here, I did a bad interview on purpose, may I say. So I purposely, let's say, looked away. I put my hand on my head like this. I wasn't really, presenting myself very well, which is very common to do when you're doing an interview over, Zoom or MS Teams. And this service has become more and more popular, given that a lot of first interviews for companies, especially ones I'm aware of, they always do interviews over a computer first, and then the final interview in person. So at least by doing the Interview 360, you can then make sure that your skills and your presenting via the camera is perfect. Following this, we do also have a job search engine within the Career Development Centre. This, I'm afraid, it doesn't have any specific jobs that or special jobs that we have with any business partners. It's simply just a search engine so that you can look for jobs and they'll pull jobs from the internet, such as Indeed.com, and you can apply from directly there. For those of you that may not be looking, let's say, for a job or look for a job right now, you can look at, say, your career assessments. These are short 10 to 15 minutes assessments whereby you can look at your temperament, your workplace culture, your personality insight, your strengths, your weaknesses. And these are really good ways for you to understand more about yourself. And it's a fantastic follow-on to lifelong learning pieces. So say if your weaknesses maybe are in teamwork or presenting, you could then go through to our e-learning courses and look at such courses. And these are, I'd say, more online modules, so like an online module library, as opposed to courses where you'll get a certificate. Here you can do anything from business skills, such as presentation skills, networking skills, even project management skills, all the way up to self-employment skills. So how to start a company, how to do payroll, etc. Okay, so we've just spoken about the careers aspect of the membership. Now we're going to move on to the industry insights. Here we provide multiple amount of platforms for you to fully utilize and understand more about what's going on in the business educational world, as well as the business world. And we provide monthly webinars, completely free of charge, of course, that you can attend, as well as the recordings of previous webinars so you can watch them at a later date. We also have our magazine articles. So these are articles we write in-house and feature anything from business education all the way up to real business knowledge. As well, we also do have a book club where you can get discounted rates at some of our partner books. For webinars and events, we at the moment tend to do more webinars purely because the BGA community is quite new. We've been around since 2019, but we're growing very fast. And at the moment, with 6,500 students strong, we still don't have enough of a hub in certain areas to create in-person events. However, we are looking to create more, personal webinars in the future, such as how to start your own company, how to be more entrepreneurial and innovative. But in the meantime, we do have a closed LinkedIn group. So this is a group strictly for BGA members only, where on LinkedIn you can post any articles, information, fact sheets, or even some of the research you may be doing. So it's a completely closed group with not many rules apart from feel free to speak with students and network. Then for those of you who wish to kind of like highlight your ongoing commitment to BGA or want to put on a LinkedIn page saying, I am a BGA member, you can purchase for a small fee our badge, which is on the left there, which says your name and says you are a BGA member. These can be purchased for 20 Great British pounds. And it's just a way for you to kind of highlight that you're a BGA member if you so wish. So we have students that put it on their LinkedIn, their Facebook, their Instagram, even their CVs, online CVs, that is, just to kind of show that they are part of an ongoing association. As well as that when you do graduate from Extender, you can, of course, purchase our certificate. This is a certificate saying you have graduated from a BGA member school and you are also a BGA member. The certificate is 20 Great British pounds as well. However, you can purchase both the badge and certificate for the fee of £30, so a discount of £10. With the partner discounts, like I was saying about the book club we have, you can get discount rates to some of our books, such as Do, Build and Storytelling for Business, as well as some of our partner discounts at The Economist, the Mindfulness app, and PG Mutual. So this is the last slide now of the presentation, and it's just trying to show you how we stay connected with yourselves. So you can stay connected with us through our social media, so Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, as well as the LinkedIn group that you can also join by going to the network and events page of the members area, as well as the newsletters. And we send newsletters to your email address probably about once a week. Okay, so that concludes my presentation. I tried to keep it very short and sweet because I highly recommend just signing up on our website, having a look at the services and see what's fitting for you. Because at the end of the day, this service is completely free of charge, but you can only register whilst you're a student at Extender. So ultimately, you don't really have anything to lose, but all to gain. And at the end of the day, having these services may not seem applicable now, but in the future, say 2-3 years time, when you're looking for a job and you're trying to update your CV, you want to practice your interview skills, these services can then be utilized then. Thank you. So I'd like to open up the floor now to questions. I see we do have some questions in the chat box.